What is going on, guys? Fantastic Flicks here. We are back with another video. So I'm in quarantine right now. It's June 2020. We've been in quarantine since March. It's pretty bad. And I quit my job right when quarantine began because I had a poor manager, so I decided to quit. And I started doing some summer jobs around here. I know I'm talking all over the place. That's ADHD for you, but what we have here today is Nightmare on Elm Street 3 Dream Warriors Freddy. And we'll just get right into it. So on the front, of course, you guys have already seen, we have the main characters. I don't remember their names because I saw this movie a few months ago, but I just don't remember them. I just don't. I don't know. The characters in these old horror movies aren't that memorable, but we have Freddy on the front. The title right here, if you think you're ready for Freddy, think again. On the side, we have a Nightmare on Elm Street 3 Dream Warriors, it says. On the back, it says, the last of the Elm Street kids are now at a psychiatric ward where Freddy haunts their dreams with unspeakable horrors. Their only hope is dream researcher and fellow survivor Nancy Thompson, who helps them battle a supernatural psycho on his own hellish turf. So on the back we have some pictures. We have Freddy right here. We have Freddy with the cross burn in his face. We have the little mini Freddy, and we have the barn replica made at the very beginning of the movie. On the top, same thing. On the bottom, we have all the lovely people, the director Randy Folk, and all the lovely people who sculpted and created this figure. NECA Real Toys, New Line Cinema, and Warner Brothers, of course. If you open up the inside flap, we got Freddy right here, looking awesome with his soul screaming out the children he's murdered. We have Freddy in the middle. We have Mini Freddy. We have the hat, and we'll go over the rest of the accessories when we open up this figure. All right, everyone, here we have Freddy Krueger himself out of the packaging. So we're gonna start with accessories. So the first accessory we have is the souls of the children, you know, that he's murdered throughout the years, being shown his chest. Very gross sculpt, very slimy looking, just disgusting. Just the movies just give a gross vibe. All these Nightmare movies. I just recently went on a binge and watched every single one of them, and it has been a ride. I watched them all in about 3 days, which is a lot of Freddy for one week, you know. But yeah, here we have these syringe hands from when he drugs that heroin addict chick in her dream, which I think these are really cool looking. They did a really good job with the clear plastic and the syringes. Here we have Freddy's head sculpt for when he gets burned across into his face at the end, I believe. I don't remember. I saw these movies all at once, and they all kind of molded together into one long movie for me because they're all so similar. All the movies, except for the second one. The second one is unique. I like the second one. Here we have the barn made of popsicle sticks in the beginning of the movie. Or no, it's not the barn. What am I saying? The Elm Street house being built out of popsicle sticks, it looks like. You know, the one that Nancy lives in. And here we have the tiny Freddy, which unfortunately does not stand on his own. I've tried. He's just not built right. You know, he doesn't stand right. But that's okay. I wasn't planning on showing him with this on his side, because you know that's supposed to be Freddy. So it's the second little Freddy figure. So yeah, I couldn't get that one to stand, unfortunately. But now we're going to move on to the posability of Freddy Krueger. Okay, so for Freddy here, he stands roughly 7 inches, I'm pretty sure. That's the scale that these are in. So for comparison of height, so we get him to stand straight, he's very hard to stand straight. He leans forward a little bit, as you can see with his bill, kind of. So you kind of have to lean him back a little bit. But for comparison of height, come on, stand, buddy. Come on, Freddy. There we go. For comparison of height, we are bringing in my very first NECA figure, Jason Voorhees from Friday the 13th Part 4. And as you can see, they are roughly the same, which is a little bit disappointing because I expected Jason here to tower over Freddy, as you can see in Freddy vs. Jason. But you know how it is. The scale doesn't always match up. It looks fine. At least they're the same height, approximately. The hat does give him some height, so if we take his hat off, we can see he's a few inches shorter, which I guess I'm happy with. The hat does give height to this character. So we're going to take Jason out real fast. Thanks for coming on, bud. So for posability, we have a leg that goes that far forward, goes about that far back. He has a bend at the knee. It does not, it does rotate, rotates back and forth a little bit. His feet move a little bit, not enough to help posability. His torso does twist a tad, not too much. His arm goes out that far. It goes forward. It bends. Here, let me move the camera up a little bit. It bends at the elbow It's a little bit tricky to get it moving, as all NECA figures are. It moves, crunches almost 90 degrees, and it swivels just a tad. His hands swivel, and they move a tad at the wrist. His head, let me take his hat off. It rotates back and forth. He can look up that much, down that much, nothing crazy. His hat comes off, as you guys can see. You can pose it around. I prefer to pose it. His hat tips down a little bit because that's how it looked a lot in the first movie. He gave him a little bit of mysterious nature. His glove, it is sculpted nicely, but it is soft plastic to avoid it breaking, so they do bend. So this one's a little bent out of shape, but it's not too bad. I didn't expect anything crazy. And his gloved hand looks really good. I like how it looks. The sculpt on the entire figure is nice. The sweater has a nice little like knitted feel to it, even though it's plastic. His pants are wrinkly. They look very similar. I know they're not the same. They look very similar to the sculpt of Jason's pants. They're wearing just different colored pants, but they're very similar looking. And it looks to me they have different boots as I'm looking, but his boots look pretty good. But yeah, so this is a really just short little review. I've been doing these for a little while. Recently, a few weeks ago, I did a Pennywise review, or no, more like a few months ago. I did Pennywise from 1990, Tim Curry Pennywise. I did a review of that. And I thought I would just buy a few figures, use my store credit for Target during quarantine, and get some new figures for the collection, because I'm going to start collecting these NECA figures. So far, these are I have 3 so far, and this is my 4th one. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little review. It's very, very short, only like, I don't know, it's been like 8 minutes, something like that. I'll check and put on the screen right now what it actually is. But I hope you guys really enjoyed this. If you did, leave a like, comment, subscribe, check out my other videos, and just so I let you guys know, right now I am working on, in quarantine, I'm working on a script for a new movie. I haven't made a new movie since Jason vs. Ghostface 3 came out in 2018, and I've been writing for the past few weeks a new script for a new movie that's entirely different, entirely original. This isn't a versus movie or a crossover movie between characters from other movies. This is a completely original idea, script that I'm co-writing with one of my friends. So I hope you guys will look forward to that for me, and I'll see you guys in the next video.